Morning here on BBC One and the joys of independence.
When children leave home, it's never easy. When your adult child with learning difficulties plans to live independently, the challenge is even greater. I'm very proud of my own brother with learning difficulties who's learned to live independently. But it can be difficult for families, understandably who feel very protective, to let go. Kathy is looking over her new home. She's a member of the charity Keyring, a housing scheme that encourages adults with learning difficulties to live independently.
So this is it before anything's been done.
Peter and his mum are looking over his place. He joins the scheme in 8 weeks.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh, it's going to be beautiful here. This is my flat. We'll chat. We'll chat.
The London Borough of Bromley is financing the plan to provide these self-contained flats for Keyring members. The scheme is a unique alternative to residential care. A part-time volunteer lives on site to keep an eye on things.
But she'd be pleased that I moved into the place, and she'd just be pleased being on her own. So I want to get my own place. Nice to get your own place.
You're free to move in.
Congratulations. I think he's quite excited about the move in many ways. Then he can do what he wants, you know, it's not sort of listening to mum, you know, of course. And at nearly 40, I mean, you know, there comes a time when he's got to go, you know. So when's the housewarming then, Peter?
Peter and Kathy will be joining several others who've already moved into the scheme. It's hoped they'll get along well and help each other to live independently. They'll be close neighbours with the long-standing residents.
I think a lot of them have been in care or sheltered accommodations since they were very small. I don't think any of them have ever lived with a family or lived on their own before.
Like the lady upstairs, she wanted to get a petition up to stop them coming in. I said, well, you can't do that, they've got to go somewhere. The feeling is that they've been dumped here.
It doesn't really bother me all that much. I think as long as they have carers coming in to keep an eye on them, you know, to see that they're all right with gas and electricity and, you know, that sort of thing, I think it's all right. But I mean, I don't think they could be left completely to cater for themselves.
Daniel Phone manages the Bromley scheme.
I think people were very worried about learning disabilities in general. They thought we were bringing in axe murderers, paedophiles, people who are going to drug takers, alcohol abuse. And what they saw in the past were that people with any form of disability were put into hospital and kind of the key was thrown away, and that's where they stayed. We needed to speak to those people and their families just to reassure them that the people moving in were fine and they were just like me and you.
Thank you, Daniel.
That's all right. I don't think they actually realised that this is their first time of moving out with no support. And this is a really major and big step for the members.
It's my flat. I'm sort of, yes it is. Yeah, not a dream anymore, you know. Yes! Best day of my life.
Kathy's parents, Moya and Mike, heard about Keyring through social services.
I would never dreamt that this could ever come about, but now...
No, it's a little bit like divine intervention, I suppose. age. Because,
Yes,
you know,
it is. All of a sudden
we've
think
both
there
got
is
to our
somebody
age
else.
now, and when we've increasingly started to panic about what happens when we're not here, when we die. This girl who's been protected to a large extent, protected from the real world, is going to have to live on her own, and she's got no experience of doing so. And this is an ideal solution. And I felt as if this enormous weight had been lifted off my shoulders.
Get him digging, Nellie.
Well, I couldn't get in there this morning.
Peter's mother, Marianne, has already befriended his new neighbour.
Oh, well, if you need a strong man, you'll have to come and ask
All right
Peter.
then. Yeah. So you put your everyday things in there.
Peter's lived in residential homes, but this will be his first attempt at living alone.
No, isn't it?
Rolly used to have her bed along there.
Yes. And the kitchens have all
The
been done,
kitchen
haven't
is through there.
they? Yeah, that's the kitchen.
Yeah.
They're all new, aren't they?
God, it's like Mum's going to be stuck with that lady all day. That's all she does. She go rabbit, 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 rabbit,
Yeah.
rabbit. That's what she does. Like when men and women get together, sort of enjoy their life together. But sometimes when one lady sees a lady...
Oh, don't it look terrible? No, but in the bright days, they look right across. It's quite...
So there where the cooker goes in there, you see, and they've got a bit of space. And then
Here she comes.
I'm hoping he's going to find a nice, a rich woman living in this place, and then I can get shot of him. Sorry about that. Peter does like things nice, and I can't blame him for that. You know, he's used to having nice things around him. He doesn't want to go somewhere and it's not very pleasant. I don't want him to have second best. His whole life is second best.
To me, disabled and handicapped are the same.
No,
It's not, Dad.
no, less able.
Less
if you
able or
want.
disabled, but not.
Handicap
If you're
is no longer
disabled,
a
you're
word.
handicapped, Moya. What's
No,
the difference?
no, you can only
it's
talk
a
about
swear
handicap
word
if it's
now, Dad.
and
It's
if
not
it's to
allowed.
do with
It's
golf.
racial. It's racial.
No, not
It's an
racial.
accurate description. If English usage has corrupted the word,
Oh.
then I'm not responsible.
But it doesn't sound very nice, Mike, is it?
What doesn't?
Disabled.
Less able.
Disabled. So I see myself.
Less able than what?
Than somebody else that less able than perhaps the next person.
I hope we weren't going to say less able than normal, because there is no normal.
No, there's not a person living that hasn't got something that is not quite up to scratch.
Blimey. How much have I got? I've got to get the paint.
Kathy's 38 and has never lived away from the family home.
Looking for lunar landscape.
That's too dark for water.
That was it. That was it.
Jet Street.
Yes.
She's very excited. I think because it's the first time she's had the say in what she wants and not being told that's what you're getting.
Oh, I've got to have that for the loo.
Yes, but this has got an awful lot of fish on it.
Yeah.
I've got running totally going in. I just look at it as what I've always thought of as Kathy's money. Whereas perhaps, especially the youngest one, when you put them through university, he had money. And to me, this is Kathy's uni sort of thing. The money that she would have had if she'd gone a different path or things had been different. Shall I take that one?
So quick as well. And this would have taken me a whole week to lay. And wouldn't have been as good either. Super. So, get the curtains up, the shelves up in the cupboard, saw a bit off the door. Time to move in.
It looks pretty
Hello, Daddy.
when there's no light on it.
I put the ruler on 14.5, which is halfway. Right? Where do you want it measured to?
Hey.
Mine.
Tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Please don't get...
I'll tell you what to do. But just measure it.
14.5 is halfway. From the middle point.
When Peter was a baby, he was diagnosed with epilepsy. He once represented Great Britain in the Paralympics. But during an operation 7 years ago, Peter suffered a stroke that ended his sporting career.
Well, I can't play sport 100% the same as I used to play sport. Can't play it the same.
Why not?
Well, if anybody else all had the same problem, if they all had a stroke, they wouldn't be getting around as fast as possible like they are now. They would all end up being much, much slower than what they are. That's how other people would spend more of their life being the same if they all had the same as what I've had.
He gets quite angry, and understandably so, you know, when he says, for instance, we picked up the stuff on Friday and he got really angry with me, you know, because he was carrying the little table for the computer down with me. And I said to him, hang on a minute, Peter, because he was going, well, he said, you're not disabled like me. And he looked at me with such hatred, you know, as if to say, it's all right for you, but I'm the one that's got the problem.
Doesn't spend so much time with me. I mean, she does things that she wants to do, but doesn't sort out things that I want to get sorted out. She just sorts her own things out, but doesn't get things that I want to be done.
Like what?
Well, paperwork. Others like to spend more of their life doing this with people instead of sorting through paperwork. That's what women like to spend their life doing, not paperwork, not paperwork. That's what they like spending their life doing. She doesn't think, oh no, we've got to sort that out, let's go through that. No, that's no good. She just lets it pile and pile and pile and never sort through it. And that's what I say, she sort through it with me, but women.
I cringe sometimes, I get a bit embarrassed because he gets a bit repetitive, and our expression is he's like a dog with a bone. You know, if he's got his teeth into that, he'll go over it and over it and over it, and he won't relent. And so I try and sort of get in and change the subject, and he'll say yes, and he'll go straight back to it. That I find very exhausting. All the time I try to reason with him, you know, because he does get a bit of a bossy boots. So I just hope that he doesn't sort of move in there and start sort of getting aggressive with the other residents, because he'll be on his own in a flat in number 42. I feel.
Don't think you can go up in the lift, it's broken.
Oh, that's going to be fun for me.
Before they move, Kathy and Peter have arranged a night out with their new friends.
Ridiculous. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Give us a strike, Kev. I tell you, I've made so many friends, and that is brilliant. It's what I wanted.
Aiming for a golden duck.
I haven't had friends like this for, I don't know, Dad. How long has it been since I've had friends like this? How long has it been since I've had friends like this? A long time. I think when I last had friends when I was 8 years old. So having friends like this is miracle. Do your job. Go for it!
Happy, yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a long time since I saw her as happy as that.
Go for it!
She's mixing with her peers and she's doing something she enjoys. She's not mixing with a couple of old fogies still.
Go for it!
Just imagine I'm not here. What are you going to do?
After months of planning, it's moving day.
Cope.
Yeah, of course you are. You're going to be big and strong, aren't you?
I'm trying, Daddy. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
What are you?
Tiger, Daddy.
Fierce tiger. What are you?
Fierce tiger, Daddy.
Give me a growl.
Growl.
Growl. Come on.
Growl.
Oh, blimey.
Growl.
I wouldn't be frightened of you.
Growl.
No, give it a growl.
Growl.
Oh, that's better.
I love you, Daddy.
This is it. Come in. Come in. And like Mum says, one door closes, another one opens, and this is a new chapter in my life, and it's a big chapter in Mum and Dad's life. We're not being torn apart from each other, but
That's not a bad way of putting it.
we're not being torn, but
No,
we're
that's not a bad way.
We've been separated.
Like a couple of Siamese twins,
Yes.
somebody's...
Yes.
Oh, it's more than mother and daughter. It's two
It's
friends.
two very special friends.
Yeah,
Two very special friends.
it
isn't it?
really is. I might be in even more danger of sinking than Kathy if I don't think very hard about what what I can do with my time.
Peter's flat will be ready in 3 weeks. Till then, he'll stay with his mum.
Put it on top and it tells you. And on top then you can see.
115. I need some new things. I've only just come here and I haven't got everything. And I need to think of all different other things. And these things are types of things that I need for my place.
This one's got all the different buttons. I don't know if you prefer the dials to the buttons.
That looks a little bit smaller, doesn't it, Peter?
So they've got an easy glide sole plate. So
It's nice if sons can choose what sons want and not ladies choose for sons. It's all right, the odd occasions.
Where the freezer is. Oh, I see, look, to put your little ice trays. Is it good, Peter? Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Exciting. Might invite a few ladies round. If I did find a lady and live with a lady, I'd be much pleased, I really would. If ever I did find a nice lady, or if a nice lady saw me, came up to me and thought, what a lovely person I am, and if a lady sort of definitely did like me, and be nice.
No.
It's hardest to put this front on, to encourage her to do, and every step you take to move her away from you.
is, you know.
Metaphorically, it's the end of winter and the beginning of spring, so...
I don't know, it's the end of autumn and it's winter to me. So we're here. We've got to get on with it. It's what we wanted. It's what we set out to achieve. And it's going to take a bit of willpower all round.
It's Kathy's first night alone in 38 years. To help her get through, she's having a party.
You've done a grand job, you, haven't you?
Well, it's not just me, it's my mum as well.
And your mum and your dad.
Where's Robbie gone?
Sending you an old Kathy. There you go.
Calling all Roberts, are you receiving over?
Well do, well do.
Yes. Is there anything else? You got her, she got everybody.
All right, man?
Yep.
Have a nice meeting.
Go on. Entertain your guests, would you? Yep. You might put the plates on there before everybody sits.
Are you right up there? Careful your flat over.
I'll see you.
Yes.
Go.
Ta-da, man. Have a nice meeting.
Mum, the front door keys. Okay.
Look at all these handsome men that are going to look after you tonight.
Don't worry. You're going to enjoy yourself. Trust us. We'll look after you. We'll be...
In here. Oh no, it's like that one's come loose. That's why. Look, pain. Right, so like that.
Dates that I'm away,
right,
and I've asked him.
It's coming. Come on, afternoon. Come on.
But when I first moved, I wouldn't stop ringing Mum.
Exactly.
But I've overcome it. You want your independence, didn't you? Now listen to me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
With Andy's help as well, we'll get you through it.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin was exactly the same when he moved in.
I'm scared.
Everybody's like it.
She's fine.
You one day you're coming over to my house for dinner.
Oh. It's not my night tonight, but I've got everyone around me, I suppose. I'm missing Mum and Dad, something chronic, and I know I've got to get my own life.
Decided, then we could well, especially if everybody goes and gets a place, help themselves to the food, sit down and then start talking instead of just sitting down here going on and on. The time's now 8:05 and still haven't eaten yet. I mean, we can all get our food, bring it down here and then start talking. And
yes, we could do that. Should we see what everybody else thinks? That's quite a good idea.
Otherwise, if we just carry on for another half an hour or an hour, it's 9 o'clock and we still haven't eaten. That's what.
If people want to start eating, please do, and if they want to take some home, please do. It's got to go.
Alright, let's get this.
Should I tell you how to relax?
I believe would have been done.
Get hold of your ears. No, get hold of your ears and just give them a little bit of a rub like that. Look, like I'm doing. And it releases nerves.
That's good.
No, here. Just here. Here. Feel that?
You go for a father? You're going to slave.
Marion's been on her own since her husband died 5 years ago.
Peter hasn't got a clue, what it's cost me. He doesn't realise the amount of work you put in, and he's got a very, very selfish streak.
Please with it? Yes, yeah.
And I make a suggestion and he's all right. But part of it is, I think, oh, it's my place, don't tell me what to do. And he'll say to other people, oh yes, Mum said I've got to do this, and Mum said I've got to do that. So he's quite rude about me. It hurts, because all you're trying to do is get him settled, and you want him to be happy. Of course you do. You want the best. But, yeah, it's not always easy.
Oh, that sounds nice. Nice chocolate. What ones are they?
I'm okay. Are you off to work today, Over?
I am coming over.
On Kathy's first morning, Robbie P checks in on his way to work.
Okay, handsome. See you later. See you later, sexy. Bye, honey bunny.
Pardon? I heard that.
He's getting cheeky with me.
Kathy.
What?
You must be a little bit more diplomatic, I think.
Mum, we're flirting with each other.
I know you are. That's the thing, isn't it?
We're not upsetting anybody.
Well, as long as...
Mum, we're flirting as friends, nothing else.
Okay. I can't tell you any more than beware that you might tread on somebody's toes.
Aye, aye, Mummy.
It's talk. This is what everybody else does. Boyfriends, girlfriends, laugh, joke, or speak to each other in a flirty way. But there it stops. I'm pretty certain that they would all... It just doesn't... It's a door they don't go through, I think. Now, I may be wrong.
I've been flirting.
With whom?
RP.
I don't think that it's an awakening, but it is, for the first time, it's people of her age.
Yeah, same channels.
Last night. Go on, tell me what happened last night.
The one before was in the nightclub.
All right.
And there was an accident.
It's just a bit more, isn't there, of what it might be like when I'm not here.
Sorry.
Oh. We have fun, don't we?
No, because...
This is going to be fun tonight.
Peter's enjoyed his first night alone.
Feel happy. Being more independent instead of spending more of my life living with other people that I used to live with. Just use it like that. I'm going to try and let me use it.
Is it a nice spoon?
Yeah, it's a bit of a small one. That was rather my mum's choice. It's always ladies like to choose for men, or mainly to choose for their sons. Mothers like choosing mainly, having ideas and choosing things for their sons, and not always leaving things up to their sons, what they would like to. It's too small for me. I wanted the next size up.
Three weeks after moving in, Kathy's confronted with an emergency. She's just found Robbie P distraught after he split up with his fiancée.
I came through here. I looked through the spy hole. I said to it was Robbie, so I unlocked and I locked the door like this, and he was slumped against the wall. And brought him in. He was shaking. He couldn't talk. It was just in one hell of a state. He said I've got tablets in my pocket I've taken from the kitchen cupboard. I said, Robbie, let me have them. He said, no. I'm keeping them in case I want to do anything. And then he said, that's it, I'm going to take them. I'm just going to lay down and I'm going to die. I don't want to live anymore. At the moment, everything's going wrong. Mummy, I want to come home! I can't cope with this. The police and the paramedics say I saved his life, Mummy. They said they're very proud of me. All right, Mummy. Yeah. All right, Mummy. All right. Okay.
Look out!
Mummy, guess who's here? Guess who's here? Robbie P.
I'm going to go down to fish and chip shops.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just coping.
You didn't take those tablets?
No, I promise I didn't take anything, right?
You promise?
Yeah.
You're staying here. You're not going anywhere. I don't trust you at the moment. No, I don't.
No, don't worry, I'm not going to do anything, honestly, I promise I won't.
Are you all right?
I am now, getting over it.
You are a good catch.
Pardon?
My mum said.
Oh.
You're a good catch.
Am I?
Because you're tall, attractive and handsome. He knows that. Aren't you, you silly bugger? Yeah, don't you ever do that to me again.
I'll promise.
Marian's off to America on a holiday, allowing Peter a taste of real independence.
California, here I come. Right back. That's where we're going.
See you, darling.
Peter works part-time in a charity shop.
I don't want people to spend their life helping me. Everybody's parents are always glad to see their sons or daughters go. I expect everybody's parents are all like that.
Doing Mondays, was it, when you started? So, how are you finding it?
That's what they're all doing.
When she plans on coming back? Yeah.
So you can understand what women like spending their life doing. Whilst men spend their life working, women spend their time like that whilst men are working.
He's tall, he's handsome, he's lovely, he cares. He's just so... he's everything. He is everything. And I love him more than... I love him to pieces. And I want him more than anything in the world. I want a big wedding. I want the biggest wedding ever.
I think you ought to do about 10 years worth of courting before you say that.
He loves me.
I feel that...
Oh, you lot are always putting me down.
No, we're not putting you down, Kathy. That's unfair. But
You're
he's
upset,
been
Robbie?
with his young lady for so long.
I
The
told
what?
you, it's over. She's got somebody else.
Okay. Well, then just take it very, very slow.
I don't think we've had a very good settled down period so far. There have been far too many crises and problems.
There won't be now. Now, come on. Stop putting me down.
It's not your crisis.
You're upset, Robbie.
Men. Just on a holiday.
I come out and shall think. No. Can't get Robbie off my mind. I feel like a princess again.
What you should have done is spoken to me first, as I've been through it for 5 years before. Relationships are the most difficult things to sort out. I can only give advice for what I know and what I've been through. If what you say is what you want to do, is what you stick to. You don't just change, otherwise you're known as a flirt. You have to tell what you feel and how you want to.
Yeah, but I don't want to upset her, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. She's hearing because you pressed it.
Yeah, it's me, RSP, over.
Say it! For God's sake, say it. For God's sake, Robert. If you don't, you'll never know anything.
Yeah, I've been thinking about things, over. You know I don't want to upset you, don't you, over?
Say it, for God's sake. Or pass it to me and I'll say
You
it.
tell her.
This is RER. Sorry, but Robbie's having second thoughts about going out with you. Over. Rob, come here.
Tell her she got mad.
No, come here.
Tell her
No, come here.
Hang on a minute. I think you better hear this.
No, I just...
Yeah, go on.
No, I said just tell him to stop being so dramatic. Life will go on.
Stop being so dramatic. He doesn't have to be.
Life will go on.
Life has got to go on. And I'm going to be all right. Over. Come to the window. All right? Hello. All right?
If life had been normal, you'd have heard all this, 13, 14, you know, tears, and second boyfriends that are going to last 2 minutes, and things like that. But so that, I think they're all experiencing it in their 30s. To them, still very real as it is if you were 13, but just hope that nobody gets quite as upset as what's been going on the other night. And it's got to happen. They've got to do it. It's no good saying, oh, you can't do that. You've got to let it run its course. Hopefully they'll all come out friends in the end, if nothing else. Friends, good enough, more than good enough. But it does make me a bit sad. But you can't teach people experience.
I was so happy.
Happy.
I've been so happy that we spoiled. I loved him, Mummy.
You didn't, Kathy. Come on. I've only known him 5 minutes.
He made me so happy.
Yes, well, he will again when you're all friends. Oh, okay.
I'm very disappointed at the whole show so far. This is the 4th attempt at hanging these bloody
I'm
stupid
sorry
curtains.
we're going for curtains.
Come on.
I thought it was personal relationships, but it's the curtains that are the biggest problem. Mind you, if we do get them up, it will be solving it.
I'm all right for glasses. I don't need any glasses at all. Just trying to decide what dinner set I like. That's a nicer one, better than those other ones that... Well, I like them all. Just can't decide. Oh, well, it feels lovely to choose your own things. It's lovely. Do they even do bins as well in here?
Yeah, we do bins, yeah.
Yeah,
We do
so-
the chrome ones that flip lids.
Yeah, my mum, I went out with my mum to, was it home base, and she made me, where I spend my life sort of ducking down to the bin, I've got one of these little ones. I'm the tallest in the... No, that's right, I'm the tallest in the family, and I've got to spend my life always ducking down. I want to get...
The ones we've got are about that big.
Yeah, get one of those as well. See, it's much different to that bin, isn't it? See, some people have mothers or maybe, say, fathers that got terrible ideas. See, that was my mother's idea. She gave me that small bin. She thinks that's a brilliant idea. See, sometimes you get parents have sons that have better ideas than parents.
It's been 3 days since Kathy's seen her mum.
Very hard for Mum, I know that. Definitely. She's already said that. She's find it very, very difficult without me. Yeah. But she'll get there. She'll get there. They're not going to be there always. I have to say to myself, hey girl, one day they're not going to be around. You've got to get on with life. So it's teaching me that I'm going to have to get on with my own life. They're still not talking. Mum ignores Dad, Dad ignores Mum. So what? Who cares? I don't have to put up with it.
Four weeks after their bust-up, Kathy and Robbie P are friends again.
Don't you ever dump me again.
Don't worry, that won't happen, right?
I love you.
I love you. Come here.
Silly bugger.
We'll take it time telling your mum, don't rush into it.
No, I'm not going to tell her yet.
Okay, we've got a little announcement me and Kathy have got to make to you. We've both proposed to each other about getting married, and we're going to get married at some point.
Yeah, because Kathy's had to put up with us.
Here we go again.
For a bit of time.
It's about 4 times so far.
You're doomed.
Tomorrow, people with disabilities are living longer.
Oh my goodness.
Their parents want to know who'll look after them when they're gone. If you've been affected by any of the issues in today's programme and would like to talk to someone in confidence, call the BBC Action Line on 08000 566 065. Or if you'd like a free Open University leaflet exploring the experiences shared in this programme, and if you want to find out more about Open University programmes on the BBC, call the Action Line or go to open2.net.